And here we go, guys and girls, for qualifying round 2, running my Schumacher Cat L1R, a very metro outdoor opener, very greasy, damp, cold track. Just about getting some laps in, trying to learn how this car handles. It's kind of rocket science, but I'm sure we can crack it. With the Schumacher L1R, doing alright, just getting laps in. A lot to learn, definitely a different driving style than the LD2 two-wheel drive. Just got to learn how the car behaves and start dialing it in, hopefully. Let's do this. And here we go, guys. One of the guys has just come over, give me some tips. I said that the car's not taking the bumps as well as I thought it should be. I've got nothing to compare it to. It's only my my lack of knowledge, but he reckons that I need to go for 2mm pistons on the rear and 1.7 on the front. I don't know what I've got in it, but he just said it just feels a bit tight, so hopefully changing the pistons over will loosen it up. Yeah, so at the moment I've got 1.6 in the front, and I've got, let me just have a look, and I've got 1.8s in the rear. So the rears I'm going to take up 0.2mm, and the fronts I'm going to take up 1.1mm. So hopefully that'll improve it for next time we're at Southport. Yeah, guys, so it's basically give a monkey a nut and he will learn somehow to crack it. It may take him a day, might take him a month, but he'll crack it. So hopefully that's the mantra we'll have with this. So onto the starting grid, we've got Philip on pole, Kean second, Mick third, Lee fourth, Paul Leach 5th, me 6th, and Paul Tonks starting in 7th. Paul Tonks had a problem with his transponder, so it won't be long until he's flying past me. A lot of decent drivers, very good drivers in this four-wheel drive heat. It's all about jumping in the deep end, learning something new, keeps you young, keeps your brain from rotting away. Let's jump straight into the race. So hopefully I've still got a few brain cells left. We'll soon find out, see how we're doing this race. Some people are born with transmitters. I was not. So here we go. So still getting used to this 6.5, especially with my heavy finger. Just pressing the button and hoping for the best. By going fast, I'm making more mistakes than I should. But it's all about pushing. Hopefully one day you'll crack it. Like I say, just gotta keep banging at that peanut. Not the peanut in my head. The peanut on the peanut tree. Round we go. Still deep. I don't think my brakes are dialed in enough. Lap 1 was a 33.18. Yeah, I don't think my brakes are dialed in enough. I basically use the same profile for me L1R, LD2 I mean, sorry, and I've not set up the transmitter yet. I've set up the endpoints and the steering, and I've reduced the throttle curve on it, although you wouldn't believe I've reduced the throttle curve on it. So lap 2 is a 33.81. But basically I'm just stood with a smile on my face throwing this car around this bumpy track. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot more nimbler than the Tamiya Hotshot.
The running order at 2 minutes is 1, 3, 4, 2.
So we're keeping the back of the grid
5,
company.
7.
It's just me there at the moment. But some days you just gotta talk to yourself and hope someone will answer you. Right, we go down the steps. good when I've got a car in front and I can kind of like try and match its speed. You probably made the mistake then getting out of my way. Lap 5 is a 30.25. So fastest lap so far has been lap 4, which is a 29.77. But my kind of like success rate at completing one lap is not too great. Now we go. Lap 6 is a 30.47. So yeah, the thing is with these 4-wheel drives, you can't really put like high wind motors in it, like an 8.5 or something, which would probably be better for me training. I've probably jumped into a 4-wheel drive a bit too early. I haven't even mastered my LD2 yet, but if we repeat these actions, hopefully the penny will drop, and it'll drop in a pocket of victory rather than drop down the toilet. Lap 7's my fastest lap so far, 28.27. Let that car past. Lap 8 is a 31.01. See that guy there at the end of the fence with the yellow jacket on and the black coat? He was just sitting down at the end of this straight. Keep an eye out on him. I don't think it happens in this race, but I practically nearly put my L1R in his lap. So I basically shoot off the end of there and aim at him. Yeah, I do these things for views, don't you know? Honestly. So lap 9 is a 39.46. To just get this last lap in. On we go.
3.
So there's probably cars out there that have lapped me twice in this race. The front runners probably.
7.
But yeah,
1.
I mean it's only like
5.
this is like my 10th minute of being on the track. So yeah boys, Keane won it with 12 laps and fastest lap at 24.68. Wow. Paul Tonk second with 12 laps and a fastest lap of 24.79. So he's only a tenth of a second off. Phil was third with 12 laps and a fastest lap of 25.28. Lee was fourth with 12 laps and a fastest lap of 24.57. Mick was 5th with 12 laps and a fastest lap of 25.08. Paul Leach was 6th with 11 laps and a fastest lap of 25.78. And me was 7th with 10 laps and a fastest lap and nearly 29 seconds. Yeah, so that's there's a bit of a gap there, boys, and the gap is getting wider and wider and wider. But it's the taking part that counts. Being out on the Sunday, just trying something you've not done before, it's all part of the fun. So here we go, on to the lap times. In qualifying 2 we got a fastest lap of 28.89. In qualifying 1 we got a fastest lap of 28.27. Average in qualifying 1 was a 31.92. Average in qualifying 2 was a 31.18. So we knocked a few tenths off our average. Our best 10 is also a little bit better, same numbers. So yeah, consecutive 3, 89.60. Yeah, we were a little bit quicker, so we're knocking tenths off, but there's a bit of a country mile to the guys in front. But you know what I mean, they are pure geniuses, being able to drive these things round. Absolute genius. As always guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying these little videos, watching some Scouse idiot trying to drive a performance RC. As always, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah.